Hello, everyone, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everyone.
We are back with part 4 of our Ecco the Dolphin Sega CD Let's Play. We are back in hard water. And yeah, we'll see how far we can get.
Yes.
Off to a rough start.
Yeah, we are.
This is a hard level, though.
It is.
It's a pretty decent way to play Ecco the Dolphin. I noticed the colors are a little more vibrant in this version, but it still looks like the Mega Drive game, which is nice.
All right.
We haven't seen the extra levels yet, but they're coming. They're coming.
Yeah. We have to. Not get killed.
Yeah. Yeah, this part where everything wants to kill you.
Yeah, pretty much. I forgot you're supposed to actually visit and get to talk to this glyph.
Yeah, you have to find the glyph and then go back and unlock the door, or the other glyph that lets you go past the pathway. And I don't know, maybe this part of gameplay made it too slow for some people, and maybe that's what they didn't like.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, because it's kind of bad to assume that all Sega games are going to be as fast as Sonic.
Yeah, it's a rookie mistake to make. I hate to be honest.
And even with Sonic, I know there were some certain people who were complaining
Oh yeah.
that they're like, but if Sonic can go fast, why are the games so slow? Why do they make you be slow? And I'm like, you know what? Sega listened to you guys, and they did have a game where they infamously had levels where you do go fast and don't slow down, and you all complained about it because it was a miserable time.
Yeah.
And because it was a miserable time. Um, and then they later on fixed that mechanic in the game that everybody praises endlessly. But anyway, because I think the point is knowing when to slow down, um, and when you need to like, the cliche with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, the thing that I keep hearing every time I saw Spider-Man 1.
Just replace power with speed.
With great speed, Sonic, comes great responsibility.
Oh, but I just want to run all around like a crazy thing. No.
Yeah, I can see Sonic say that.
Maybe the one from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. But I don't want to be a slow-mo. But sometimes you have to be Sonic. Sometimes you have to be. Ah, man, that's lame. Whereas the Sega Sonic, I feel like he's totally like, hey, even I know when it's time to slow down.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to stop and smell the flowers.
Yeah. I love that about
Yeah.
the Japanese Sonic.
Yeah, it reminds me of an episode of Sonic X I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, me too.
Where, oh, where,
I thought we watched it together.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering if you're thinking of the same episode.
Hmm.
The one where he was gonna like where Knuckles was all bent out of shape and he was gonna go fight Knuckles, but he picks up a flower and said instead, and it's kind of like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah,
Knuckles
that
was
one.
angry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That episode was actually really funny.
Yeah, I love that about Japanese Sonic.
Yeah, which I think even in English was kind of funny, even in the 4Kids dub, because I think I saw that one in English as well. And was very shocked that all of a sudden Dan Green was voicing Knuckles. I'm like, what? Why? Why?
It's time to.
No, 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 doesn't work. Like, what is Knuckles gonna say? What it? The only thing I could think of is something that's not 4Kids appropriate. So, I mean, and it's a shame, you know. It wouldn't be said in the Japanese version either. It would be said in some kind of parody, probably. What I just thought of.
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, well, you know, I try to think of Knuckles. I try to think of the fact that he's strong, and yeah, so that's where my brain goes. Sometimes has a little bit of a temper, but that is often played up for comedic effect. Poor Knuckles.
It is. Poor guy.
It's just the thing, he gets flustered easily, especially if he feels like he's being made fun of. He
I feel for that little echidna.
Yeah, and that was my problem with Sonic X. They poked fun at him, and I feel like the Paramount movies poke fun at
They
Knuckles
did.
too. But it's not even having the characters make fun of him. It's just literally the plot does it. Although to be fair, the plot of Sonic X did it too. But anyway, but man, the Echo the Dolphin comics were a thing, and that was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think it would have been less weird if they approached it either by A, not giving Echo any kind of voice, uh, or B, not trying to do the typical we have to make him relatable by giving him slang and stuff.
Dolphins with attitude.
Yeah, like the thing that everybody says, not everybody, but a certain somebody said that was weird that Echo was not. I feel like the Echo the Dolphin comic was like, oh, let's make him that. Let's give him attitude, as you said. Um, and I'm like, and I just
It just
read a
doesn't
few
work.
scanned pages. It doesn't work, especially because in true typical comic adaptation of a Sega game fashion, they changed the ending of Tides of Time. And I'm like, the heck? They had a very creative way of ending Tides of Time, where instead of Echo drawing the conclusion that the very sadly right conclusion that he was part of the problem, in the comic book he draws the conclusion, oh, it's your fault, asteroid. And he attacks the asteroid, and the asteroid is very understandably confused. And I am confused. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
It's like the Power Rangers killing Zordon.
yeah, like, oh, all this evil exists because of you. We're gonna destroy you because you're the villain. Yeah. Yes, it was very bizarre. And now I'm hoping that maybe this wasn't actually the ending. Maybe this was just in the middle of it. But since the guy didn't scan every single page, which I don't blame him, he probably was worried about getting in trouble at that time. Um,
Understand.
yeah, but I'm glad he did it because don't think I haven't, frankly, haven't tried, but I seriously doubt I'd be able to get my hands on the Echo the Dolphin comics uh, easily. It would probably be a pretty penny.
Yeah, not to mention you'd have to import it.
Yeah.
You?
Yes. Yes, because I'm pretty sure they're British. I don't know if the Archie comic people tried to do Echo. I don't think so.
I could not tell you.
And let me know if I'm completely wrong and this was actually done by Archie and I just by some fever dream thought it was Fleetway. Um, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was labeled Fleetway. But let me know if I'm wrong, because Mandela effects happen, as you guys know.
Yeah.
It would be a very oddly specific Mandela effect, but you know.
Mm-hmm. It would. It really would.
Yeah. Um, Especially because I'm pretty sure my brain didn't make up the Captain N ones because I don't think my
I think that was
I don't think my brain is that insane.
No, you're not that.
I don't
Insane.
because you know when you make up when your brain makes up that stuff, it tends to be what you want. It tends to be wish fulfillment, and
Oh, I see.
I'm thinking anyway. And I don't think my brain wish fulfillment wanted a Captain N comic where Samus likes the main character of Captain N. Even though he shares my first name, he's nothing like me.
No, I'd be shocked.
So it's definitely not a self-insert situation.
Nah, we're not talking about Captain N. We're certainly not talking about Captain S.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you something about the It's Always Sunny episode.
What's this?
They reference Man Spider.
Man Spider?
They reference Man Spider, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Oh, is that?
Isn't that a popular meme?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just a little fuzzy on it right now. But yeah, it's awesome.
Because he dressed up as Man Spider. They thought he dressed up as Spider Man. He's like, no, you guys are wrong. I wasn't dressed up as Spider Man. I was dressed up as Man Spider. Yeah. Frank Reynolds, Danny DeVito's character.
Yes.
And I'm like, I think my recollection was that Smosh referenced it. I don't know if Smosh made the character or if they were just referencing the character.
Could be one or the other.
I'd have to go do a deep dive in the origins of Man Spider.
Man Spider.
um,
Down in the basket, man.
when a spider. What? I'm trying to think.
Spider-Man.
When the spider got exposed to some radioactive stuff right before it got squashed by a human, and instead of dying, he became this weird spider human hybrid.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the actual origin. I just made that up.
Yes. I can't wait to read the one about the scientists who got the reverse radiation and became monstrously weak, and I guess red in color.
It's ironic because guess what radiation actually does to people? Makes them really sick and weak.
Yeah.
It doesn't give them superpowers.
Right. Whether it's bitten by a spider or making you freakishly strong.
If you were bitten by a radioactive spider, you probably would just die more quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Pete Parker. And Bruce Bannon, I think, was the Hulk.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. As for Captain America, I think they injected some serum in him to make him.
He's a super soldier, yeah.
Yeah.
I think. And I think Iron Man is too.
Yes, and
But Iron Man
business dude.
Iron Man made the super suits. That's
Yeah.
right.
Because he was trying to make moolah for the U.S. forces, and
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Why I don't like Iron Man.
Yeah. Iron Man is
Some people I trust are like really like Iron Man, and they're like, well, no, I get it if that's all you know about him, that you'd hate him, but trust me, character development. I'm like,
oh
okay,
yeah.
but I don't really feel like investing in it. I have to kind of like the premise to want to try
Right.
it first. I can't be told, no, he gets better.
Yeah.
um, it, well, you have to convince me. Like, I kind of got convinced about Wolverine to give him a shot.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm willing to do that now. And also, I think with Wolverine, it's a case of I was not in the mind space as a kid to like that
Yeah.
kind of character.
Understandable.
Whereas now I'm like, yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, I can see it now, especially as a grown up.
But yeah, as a kid, I'm like, I don't like him. He's cranky. He's not a team player.
Yeah.
Uh,
I admit, having seen some of the '90s cartoon again, he is
yeah.
aggressive and comes off as nasty, but
Yeah.
after realizing the context because he thought a close friend of his was dead, I can see why he had zero tolerance for anyone's nonsense.
Yeah, the mixture of it's just the 90s cartoon, I didn't read any of the comics, and not understanding that nuance because of my age as well.
Mm-hmm.
The the cartoon itself probably doesn't have all the nuances. And also I was very young, and so I was very much just surface level. I don't like the guy who's mean to his teammates all the time.
Right.
Because I'm like, hey, they're on your side. Don't fight with them. Whereas now I'm kind of,
You realize that the guy's hurt.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he's expressing it that way.
Now I am like the polar opposite, very good at analyzing characters now, where like other people are probably going to be like, well, why do you like that person? They're horrible. I'm like, no, they're just hurting.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't get it. Deep inside, he's just a precious marshmallow that needs our help.
He does.
With a very, very rough exterior.
He does. He does. He does have a very rough exterior, but he just wants.
And other things I learned about him that were not information given to me.
Right.
That whole, was I supposed to, was somebody going to tell me about this very specific thing about this character, or was I supposed to find it out myself? You know that that meme. Were you going to tell me the thing, or was I supposed to figure that out myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so I will let you guys know when I learn more. But you know what convinced me to try it again? Deadpool.
Yeah,
Deadpool versus Wolverine. Or
yeah,
Deadpool
exactly.
and Wolverine, not versus. That
Yeah.
movie.
Yep, the third Deadpool movie, which I was actually really impressed with.
Yeah, I know people were a little mixed about it. There was a little Disney BS thrown in every now and then, but
Yes.
as far as Disney BS goes, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was still a really enjoyable time. I still do really like Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson.
Yay!
So,
Cold water. I might want to take a picture of this, my man.
yep, just in case. Hopefully, we can get past it, but if not, okay, we are good to go.
Yep. Oops. Forgot my
Whoops.
sound on.
If you heard a shutter sound, you'll know what that is.
Yes. You got a picture? I got a picture.
That
So,
is Connor's phone.
yes.
I always have my
That was
phone
my
on
mistake.
vibrate,
That was
so
my mistake.
that's okay.
Alright. Sure. Where am I going in this thing? Okay.
I was listening to the Sonic Colors soundtrack
Oh, cool.
earlier. Yep. Finally finished it. I've been exercising to Sonic music
Oh, that's
lately.
cool.
It By the way, if you're going to exercise to video game soundtrack, Sonic is an excellent choice because a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog game music is very fast paced and energetic. So um, there are
Nice.
some games where the soundtracks, if they're too slow or too depressing, it's not going to motivate you.
Right.
Like even soundtracks I really love, like the Chrono Cross video game soundtrack. Um, the way the soundtrack is organized, it has a lot of the sad music like all bunched together.
Uh,
And one time when I was exercising to that, it killed my motivation, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. So, yeah.
I still think of the most saddest moments I've seen with that frog.
Oh, from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Chrono Trigger is a different case. Chrono Trigger, I can exercise through the whole soundtrack of Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross, however, it makes me too emotional
I see.
to do it at some points. Now, the opening is very good. That's very high energy. The opening music, and some of the other tracks in there are good, but the like depressing stuff and the fact that on the official soundtrack they kind of put that all together. Yeah, it's very beautiful, greatly composed. Love it. A killjoy for when you're trying to exercise, though, because you start to think of, at least me, I shouldn't say you, I personally think of the point in the game where that music is playing and kind of the deeper themes of futility that are there at that part of the game anyway. And that just keys into killing my motivation because it's like I don't mean to, but the music puts me in that mood of no matter how much I exercise, it's not going to get better. Even though I know that's wrong, but I don't know if that makes any sense. You have to
It
be
makes
kind of in
sense.
the right mood. Whereas the Sonic games very much have this let's get up and go. No matter how hard things get, we're just going to keep moving forward. We're going to do our best. We're going to push through this. That's very much the vibe that a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog soundtracks have, and that is excellent for doing exercising, especially kind that you're not like 100% a fan of, like me. I'm not a huge fan of exercise, so
Understandable.
the Donkey Kong Country music is also fairly decent for
Yeah.
um, exercising too. I haven't done so with 3 yet, so I don't know, but 1 and 2 were pretty good for exercising. Because it's not to say you can't listen to relaxing music when you're exercising. Aquatic ambience is actually fine for exercising because it kind of puts you in a zen state.
Oh, I love that
Yeah, same with Sticker Bush Symphony.
song. Oh, that song.
It's the song that everybody loves that stole everybody's heart.
Yeah, it's still mine too.
It,
When I
it
first heard it
became,
back in.
yes, 95 or
Yeah,
whenever. Uh, it is a, that's why it's an official checkpoint on YouTube, and people get really comfortable about sharing their life experience. It's
yeah.
to that music. Um, I think I, in fact, did come there and oh, there he is, Big Blue.
You're a very brave little echo. I have listened to the songs of the storm. I am sorry about your pog. I will try to help you. We know that these violent storms occur every 500 years. When they occur, all traces of life vanish at the eye of the storm. I do not know why or how this happens. Do not give up, little singer. There is one older and wiser than I. It is called the astrolite. We think it is the oldest life form in the sea. We feel very we feel great energy of thought from the astrolite, but it will not sing to us. If you can communicate with it, perhaps it could help you. The asteroid is located in the deep water zone.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Yes, the Big Blue is beautiful.
Yeah.
So interestingly enough, we actually got to Big Blue a part earlier than when we first played.
Wow.
Because I remember the picture of Big Blue being in the thumbnail of our part 5 of our original Let's Play. So, yeah, progress.
We did, yeah.
Oh no.
And I'm running low on air.
we are we are running out of air. No.
Ah,
Oh, air. Yay. Okay.
and there's food up here. There we go.
We're almost out of time, but we'll try to do
Now,
one more level
what
if
do
we
I,
can get out of here.
yeah, what do I
Um,
do to get out of here?
I don't remember. Just swim. Oh, eh, eh.
There's an asteroid there.
A glyph.
Wait, left.
We haven't met the asteroid yet. Do we just swim past him? No, no, we do not.
I've long since forgotten how
I
those.
I guess just go back. Maybe. Where do we go from here?
That'd be really good information to know. I don't know.
Up, over, left, right. I was fighting the urge to say and gone. Um. Oh, try talking to the other glyph. You have to go past that glyph, I think, because you
Um,
got the thing up to the right. Up.
up here.
Yeah, going. I just saw it. Yeah. Okay. Now to the left, I guess. And I don't know. To the left again and up, maybe. Against the current. And what do we do? Just go to the left or go to the right? Maybe the right.
I don't know.
Okay. Sorry guys, we forget how to exit. I wanted us to do one more level, but at this point we just need to exit. and then I guess we'll continue in the next part. Because, yeah. Okay, continue. I guess that's our checkpoint. Where do we go from here?
Yeah, that is something I do not know anymore.
Because I want to get the picture for the next level.
Yeah.
Can do this on your official channel, and I gotta turn the volume down. Okay. The Dolphin. Okay. And for this person's video, it is part 6. Okay. So we definitely are. Oops, good. Cold water. Okay. This person played this game 13 years ago.
Wow.
Very
Impressive.
nice, very nice, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna skip ahead. He talked to the big blue, and what did he do? He got the thing with the glyph, ate some fish.
Oh, here we go. Wait, open ocean?
Yeah, we have to go back to open ocean.
Alright, so I guess.
Okay, never mind. We figured it out.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll snap a picture. I'm going to turn the sound off.
Okay, bye guys.
Have a great one.
See you next
We'll see you next
time.
time. And we'll start this game with this one right here.
Yep, bye.